The news kind of boosted it up too, because you know, I watched the news and I seen that whole Holocaust thing and the whole Palestine thing, and then it kind of got my head up too, because I'm a weed smoker and it affects you, you know.
And you evidently suffer from delusional behavior too.
I'm on ODSP, man. It's like my mind's not. I did 7.5 years in prison. You know what I mean? My mind is right. So.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Newmarket, and I'm at the Ontario Superior Court of Justice, folks. And we just had an individual by the name of Kevin Goben. He's been found guilty of 2 counts of assault and breaking his prohibition order. And today was meant to be his sentencing. There were several victim impact statements read and community impact statements read. But just to get context for what this is all about, I'm with Tilda and Malcolm Roll. And guys, take me back to January 2024. Right. You are leaving a Thornhill synagogue on Bathurst Street. And what happened?
Right. So we were leaving the synagogue after Sabbath services, heading home, and I was with my husband, Malcolm, and our 2 friends. And as we were heading home and essentially in our neighborhood, we all noticed an individual on a bike, and he was riding very quickly towards us. And it looked like he was going to actually hit us.
And this is an e-bike, right?
Yes, it was an e-bike. And so we moved out of the way, and there was obviously within our group some concern and dismay that he was trying to actually hit us. And then and we grumbled about it, and then this individual turned back towards us, and because of what I do for a living, I'm a lawyer, I was very concerned about escalation. And so when he came towards us and he stopped, he never got off his bike, he started saying terrible things, as the judge has indicated in his judgment, that the Jews should have perished in the Holocaust, saying, hateful comments about our community. And then I remember, because I was close to him, that he sort of gathered, just not a spit. I mean, it was almost like he was looking to actually attack us with his spit. He spit on me, he spit on my husband, he sprayed us. Our friends were nearby. He intended on spitting me. He wanted to, I felt that he was looking to dehumanize me and certainly treat me as being less of a person. And then he rode off. I didn't see the Heil Hitler. Other members had seen that. And then he rode off in the park, and we were assisted by other community members because we didn't have phones. So it was a Sabbath, so somebody knew where he lived and had followed him, and we had called the police, and they came and we gave statements. So really it was about an attack on all of us leaving the synagogue. The hateful comments, as far as I'm concerned, there's no place for that in the city of Vaughan or the city of Toronto or the province of Ontario. And so we decided collectively that we were going to move forward and go to a trial and essentially expose Mr. Gobin and set a deterrence for other people that this kind of hate is not going to be tolerated.
Anybody who lives in our neighborhood knows that Jews walking home at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday are coming home from synagogue. So they clearly knew, dressed like this. He clearly knew that we were Jewish. How do I make any sense of this? I think there's been years, if not decades, of incitement, of propaganda, of anti-Israel, anti-Jewish hate that has been coming through the universities and through the schools and through the politicians and through the media that is agitating and fomenting this type of behavior. And I'm guessing that this individual has been agitated and stewed and marinated in all this hate, and he decided to act on it. So that if they keep on putting all this hate out there are people like this who are going to act on it.
And Malcolm, when we look at Mr. Gobin, he has a long, violent criminal record dating back to 2007. We're talking assault with a weapon, carjacking, the list goes on. I think a lot of viewers are watching this interview, and when they hear of his long, violent criminal record, they're wondering, A, why isn't he in jail for all those other grotesque affronts? And B, what I found fascinating in court is he's playing the victim card. In his brief statement, he said it's the people in the Jewish community that are bullying him. They're putting dead fish on his car trunk. They're spitting at him. There's no eyewitnesses that. There's no video evidence of that. Again, what do you make of those 2 points?
Well, that dead fish story is a new one, but the rest of that diatribe that he said in his statement in court was all the false accusations he made about us on the day of the event. He tried to claim in court and during the trial that it was we who attacked him on the day as he was blissfully trying to drive past us on his e-bike. None of that was true. The judge in his judgment, I think we sent you a copy. You can read that. The judge clearly said that he doesn't believe any of that, and he even said that to make the allegation that Mr. Roll would attack Gobin while he's speeding by on a bike made absolutely no sense. So none of that diatribe made any sense, and it was totally rejected by the judge at trial.
We scrummed Mr. Gobin after the trial along with his father. I didn't see any remorse, any contrition. Here, check out the video evidence. Mr. Gobin, David Menzies, Rebel News. Can I ask you, why do you hate Jews so much?
I don't really.
No?
I don't.
No? Who are you, sir?
I have Jewish clients.
Okay, then why did you spit on those Jewish
It
people?
all happened so fast. They attacked me.
They attacked you.
Attacked me. It was just a matter of defending myself.
I thought you tried to ram people with your e-bike.
I went around them, boss. If I rammed them, they would have been hit. I went around them on the grass.
What about all the Hitler comments and you saying that they should have died in the Holocaust? Don't touch me, sir.
I don't have nothing against the Jews. I just was actually cutting a Jewish man's grass the other day, and he invited me in his house, and I seen the Passover stuff. Okay. I respect the Jewish people.
So what happened outside the synagogue that you would act that way?
Nothing happened outside there.
Well, so you're being convicted of 2 counts of assault and 1 count of breach of probation.
I went around the Jewish people, man.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it. We're allowed to get mad, man. We all get mad.
Well, you get mad often, Mr. Gobin. You have a criminal record dating back to 2007.
All right.
Assault with a weapon, car theft.
Hey, I was young and dumb, you know what I mean?
And how do you explain it now? You're what, 35 now, sir?
I mean, it's assault. People are doing life in prison, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be doing my 1 month, 2 months, whatever.
So, speaking of your sentence, that's being put off till next Tuesday.
Stop pulling me. Let's go to the.
What do you think would be an appropriate penalty for you, sir?
I don't think anything should be. I don't think no comment. I think they should be all dropped, man. They started attacking me, man, and I just defended myself. That's it.
But there were multiple eyewitnesses that say that wasn't the case, Mr. Gobin.
I know. We got to move on, though. Like, we live and we die, right? So this will pass, right?
I'm not sure what you mean by we live and we die.
We live and we die. I've been in worse situations. I've been to the penitentiary before. This is nothing, man.
Do you understand the harm you've caused the Jewish community with your whole...
I'm sorry.
Would you like to take this time to apologize to your victims?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's all I could say, man. I gotta go. My dad wants to drive me away, but I'm sorry about the whole situation.
And Dad, how do you feel about your son's behavior all these years?
He's not happy. He's not happy, man.
I try to teach him the right thing to do,
Yeah.
Like, we've been in the community for over 30 years, and we're respectful to the Jewish. My neighbors.
The news kind of boosted it up too, because I watched the news and I seen that whole Holocaust thing and the whole Palestine thing, and then it kind of got my head too, because I'm a weed smoker and it affects you,
And you evidently suffer from delusional behavior too.
I'm on ODSP, man. It's like my mind's not. I did 7.5 years in prison. You know what I mean? My mind is right.
Okay.
All right. I'm happy to hear your side of the story if you want to.
I'm sorry to those people, man. Like we're allowed to get mad. Every day I walk that sidewalk is a potential fight, man. I don't even walk with my shirt on no more, Like I'm ready to fight the people out there.
You're playing the victim card. You're saying they're spitting on you, that they're putting dead fish on your car trunk?
They did do that, though. They did. Like that.
Who's the they?
The Malcolm, the big Jewish guy. The big guy that was walking with his wife, he started shouting at me. I was high on fucking weed and MDMA, and my mind, I should have kept going, but like the drug affected me, man. I am sorry to all the Jewish people, because like I said, I got about 10 Jewish clients. I cut their grass. I do snow removal, you know, and I'm not racist, but I'm allowed to get mad. You know, we all get mad, and you know, fights happen, and there's thousands of guys locked up. But I'm not the only one for fighting, right? So.
Well, the Crown is asking for what, 18 months?
That's a lot of time. That's even my lawyer said it. 18 months is a long time. Even my mom told me I shouldn't even do a day in jail. It's just spit. It's just spit. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. So there you have it. No remorse, no contrition. Playing the victim card, playing the I have Jewish clients, which is kind of funny because I understand he's unemployed, so I don't know who these clients are. Malcolm, it comes down to this. We'll be back here on Tuesday. The judge wants this time to have, I guess, a learned, decision in terms of the sentencing. The Crown wants 18 months. His lawyer said it would be more appropriate for 90 days. What say you?
Well, I think that his lawyer said 90 days, and then gave examples of cases that were way more than that, and had mitigating factors that didn't exist here. So he gave a case that was like 10 months, and with mitigating factors. So therefore, it probably should have been more than 10 months in this case. The Crown Attorney is requesting 18 months, and with that diatribe that Mr. Gobin did at the end with his statement, I think the judge may even award more.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, okay. I think that what the Crown asked for is certainly something that the community would want based on the aggravating factors, the spit, and the comments. Mr. Gobin's statement at the end of sentencing was upsetting to me. I think it was very callous, again, showed no remorse to me, which is what I said in my victim impact statement. And I'm looking forward to the court considering a sentence of 18 months.
I agree with Tilda that there needs to be more education. This disinformation and misinformation that is coming out of the universities and the schools and the legacy media, it is shocking, and that needs to be addressed. And we need our political class to address it, and the police to enforce it. And this needs we need to change the way, the trajectory that we're going on, because it will become, in Germany it didn't start with gas chambers. It started with words and similar things that we're seeing now. What we're seeing now is things you saw in 1933 Germany, and it escalated from there. We can't let that happen again.
Well, folks, have you had it up to here with the hatred being chanted in the streets of our great Dominion post October 7th, 2023? Well, we sure have. And some of these people that are chanting for the genocide of the Jewish people, they're not even Canadian citizens. They're international students. They're here on work visas. If that's the case, they got to pack their bags and leave. Please go to deporthamas.com. That's deporthamas.com. Put your name to our petition and tell these haters, if that's the way you want to behave in Canada, you gotta go.